Good Thursday morning, everybody. Here we are this morning spending our time in the Lord and wanted to come with you. I want you to join me this morning as we spend some more time on how to win the test, on how to beat temptation. And I want to continue on this morning because um, when Jesus was tempted of the devil, he said that he'd give him the kingdoms of this world if he'd bow down and worship him. Jesus answered him and said, you need to worship the Lord your God and only. And it is important on who we worship and why we worship. One thing that we need to take into consideration is the kingdoms of this world, every one of them will fall. Whatever your kingdom is, or whatever you think your kingdom is, and we build kingdoms in this world. One thing we need to understand is we're just sojourners. We're strangers here. This is not our home. Heaven is our home. That's where my home is, in heaven. And when Jesus taught the disciples the Lord's Prayer, he said, let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And one thing that I think is very important to us is we need to understand that we belong to heaven's kingdom. And the natural laws of this world don't apply to that kingdom. And so, when it comes to worship, we need to pay attention who we worship and what we worship. And it is very easy to get caught up in worshiping other things, but they're going to fall. Our sports teams, guess what? They're going to get beat. Our jobs, guess what? Recession may come, or a buyout may come, or God forbid that something happen or you retire. My goodness. Vacations, don't worship them because guess what? 1 week, 2 weeks, however long it is, they go away. All of the kingdoms of this world fall. I'm not saying that they're wrong or that we shouldn't do them, but we got to be careful how we worship because here's what happens. When our life gets full of discouragement, just like I've had a rough week this week, peace is kind of downhill and everything else, but I woke up this morning, the Spirit of God was already here speaking and already getting my mind on the Lord and getting in a mind of worship. And here's the key for today, a mind of worship. I don't have to wait till Sunday to worship. I don't have to wait till somebody starts singing a song to worship. I can live in a mind of worship. I can live in a mindset of worship. And when I get in a mindset of worshiping my Father, I start to bring His kingdom and my home into this earth where we live. And that is the whole key of winning temptation. Because, hey, if we start to dwell on the things of this world and we start thinking about the kingdoms of this world and they become what we feel like is going to bring us our peace or bring us our satisfaction or bring us out of our discouragement, they're all going to fall. But when we can sit on a mindset of worshiping our Father in heaven and the kingdom that we really belong to starts to settle into our lives, then the temptation to start to chase after a kingdom of this world starts to go away. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. You don't want to miss tomorrow morning's devotion. We're really going to get into the keys of how to win the test. But this morning and today, I want you to focus on a mindset of worship. As you go through your day, your work day, your school day, or whatever it is, get a mindset of worship. God bless you.